Good morning, it's Melissa, Mother Lover for Life, 100%, with your Sacred Path cards teaching this morning and morning focus. We're going to do the Sacred Mountain spread today. The Sacred Mountain is the place of inner knowing and proper perspective. The Sacred Mountain of our ancestors is not a physical place. It is a place of balance that exists within the sacred space of every individual. To reach this place of wisdom and enlightenment, balance with faith, trust, innocence, and courage, you must climb the mountain and hills of your own limitations and conquer the fears that keep you from knowing. When the challenges are many and the path is crooked, you may feel confused or temporarily lost. In such times, the Sacred Mountain Spread is the tool that will aid you in seeing the truth from the perspective of the eagle. In freedom and from above, the overall significance is clearly put into perspective. This is a working spread because you must climb to the top using your own courage and strength rather than being carried by someone else. If the going is getting tough and you are willing to confront the limitation you have set in your own path, this is the spread to use. The first of the 4 cards represents the areas of creativity open to you where you have set limitation or denial. The Sacred Mountain card is the reward at the end of the climb or the gift you may attain by completing the journey. So this is the Sacred Mountain card. Spread is a circle, and then the mountain card is the middle card. Then that's the gift to personal freedom. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll shuffle these cards. I hope all of you are having a great day and deciding to focus on positive things throughout your day. As I am, I'm still struggling with homelessness and recovery, and I am doing the best that I can, but it has its challenges. So this is the way I start my morning, and this seems to be working for me. So this is what I do. So we're going to go ahead and see what Great Mystery has for a teaching for us today, and if we can walk in beauty, then maybe we can receive get through the lesson to personal freedom. So I feel pretty free on the inside. At times I feel yesterday things didn't go my way, so I got a little frustrated, but I just decided to try to not get frustrated about it and laugh about it, because sometimes shit don't go right, and that's okay. You'll have days like that. So the first card appears in the east and signifies the lesson needed to remove any present limitation. This is the place of the golden door that leads to all other levels of awareness. No matter what card appears in this position, you are being asked to look at what you feel you cannot achieve in the card's lesson. Hence, your limitation is made clear for you. So I'm going to finish shuffling these, and the first card is a lesson to remove my present limitation. So even without a home, I feel pretty abundant. It's coming. Everything's always working out for me. That's what I tell myself every day, so that I don't get discouraged. It keeps me in a positive mental attitude, and I just keep going from there. And don't give up, even though sometimes I want to, because life is hard sometimes. Okay, so let's draw 5 cards and see what Great Mystery has to tell us today. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wow, this is cool. So the lesson needed to remove any present limitation. The first card is a lesson needed. Okay, this is the place of the golden door that leads to all other levels of awareness. No matter what card appears in this position, you are being asked to look at what you feel you cannot achieve in the card's lesson. Hence, your limitation is made clear. So my first card that I drew is Great Mystery. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so this is lesson needed to remove present limitation. So we'll look up 37. Original source of creation, the void of all that is. Thank you for the breath of life. Thank you for my gifts. Eternal mystery, touch my heart. In beauty may I walk. Sacred mystery, be my guide, so I may walk my talk. Infinite source, remain with me, so I may always know the warmth of eternal flame deep within my soul. The original source of creation is called Great Mystery by Native Americans. Great Mystery created Great Spirit to direct the creative flow of the uniworlds, which includes all universes, all levels of consciousness, all understanding, and all life. The key for seekers who wish to know the answers of the void is that Great Mystery does not need to be solved. The Great Mystery card tells us the original source is the creator of all life and that we are created in that likeness. We are free-willed co-creators who become the source of all we choose to experience in life. The buck stops here. We are totally responsible for all our joys and all our pain. In receiving this card, you are being reminded to give gratitude for all your lessons. It changes any pain to gain. Focus on your creative capacity and you can change anything. It may be time to drop any blame, shame, or regret and take charge of your life. The victim role doesn't suit two-leggeds. We are created in the image of an infinite creator and are therefore limitless co-creators. Beauty is experiencing the mystery of life without having to control the outcome. From our tunnel vision command post, go with the flow and watch the glory of limitless co-creation. After all, Great Mystery is the divine plan and everything is on schedule. That's a good reading, or that's a good lesson for me this morning because we were just talking about that actually, just going with the flow. I've tried to plan everything out, and usually there's always some sort of wrench that gets thrown in the system. So life goes better when I just try to keep a loose laid plan and be open to whatever Great Mystery has for me that day. Otherwise, I miss out on the blessings that are right in front of me because I don't see them because I'm too focused on what my plan is for the day, and I'm taking life too seriously. So that's a good message for me this morning, because right now I do feel presently limited due to not having a home, but I had a safe place to sleep last night, so I'm grateful for that. Second card appears at the south and represents the lesson needed to restore your trust. The south card is also where you limit your faith you once had as a child and where you need to handle your ego or where you need to heal the hurt of being betrayed after you trusted. The second card may also reveal if you have become like a whining childlike victim instead of a courageous child that saw the world as an adventure. So this is my second card. Lesson needed to restore my trust, and this is records knowing revealed. Stone people. So we'll go ahead and look up stone people. This is 39. Okay. 39. Record holders of the earth, will you please explain the history that gave us birth, the truth you do contain? Like your cousins of the seas, the shells that let us hear, sacred whispers are the key to the history you hold dear. Stone people, we will hear you. Teach us the ancient ways so we may build a future based on prayer and praise. The stone people are the record holders for the Earth Mother. These teachers can give the seeker much knowledge regarding the history of our planet and her children. The stone's mission of service is holding energy. This is to say the body of Mother Earth is made of rock that breaks and moves with weather, breaking down into smaller stones that later become soil. Rocks carry records and transport electromagnetic energy on Mother Earth's surface. And the stone people mark a time in which knowing will be revealed to you. Your personal records are held by these libraries of rock. Oh, we got a wasp landed on my book. Childhood memories may return and allow you to piece together a part of your personal puzzle. Memories of past lives or deja vu bring new awareness. Whatever the case, you are now in a position to know where you came from and where you are going. A stone person can assist you in focusing your intent, dispelling confusion, changing habits, retrieving records from long ago, or getting grounded. In all cases, the Stone People card asks you to open your mind because new understanding is coming your way. This knowledge is based on Earth records and may change the way in which you view your life. These ancient friends are the oldest children of Earth and only ask us to stop and listen. So that was my second card. The third card is the lesson needed to find personal truths. The third card appears in the west and points out the lesson needed to find personal truths. This west card may also imply that there is a limitation you have put on yourself regarding your ability to know what is right for you. And Dream Time, Unlimited Vision is my third card. So we'll look up 33. Oops. Okay. Dream Time, Unlimited Vision. Dream Time teaches other realms that exist within the whole. Body double wonders here, solutions for the soul. Touching other sacred space across the Milky Way, traveling to distant stars, connecting night to day. In recent times, a lot of misinformation has been disseminated about Dreamtime. I decided that it was very important to share the teachings I have received in order to provide a knowing system that will assist those journeying out of body. There are 3 different types of dreams. And there are dreams that come from the sleep time, but they are not the waking dreams that come from dream time. There is a parallel dreamtime reality is where your soul and spirit is operating on a continual basis to send you information that will allow you to be aware of all things that are happening in physical life. Why? Usually in dreamtime, your spirit or body double has picked up some piece of information you need to know. Since the dreamtime is a parallel reality, it may look like an exact duplicate of your present surroundings. The main difference is there's no limitations. For example, since you are not using your physical body in the dream time, you can fly, walk through walls, or even dive into the solid earth. The waking dreams of the dream time can overlay into the sleep time reality if the need to know is strong enough. Many dreamers in the modern world are so busy with daily life that the vision of dream time must impinge on their sleep time in order to get their attention. I believe that this is the major reason that so much confusion has cropped up in recent years regarding the difference between the two. Dreamers are not being acknowledged in today's world as they were in the past. To be a dreamer was a highly honored position in the tribe or nation. The place of a dreamer was similar to a prophet or healer by today's standards. The application of the Dreamtime card is if it is called to you, you are being asked to see with unlimited vision. Wipe the dust from your eyes and pay attention to the messages that you are receiving from the parallel universe. Our world is pregnant with possibilities. All time is now. You are a co-creator in the two worlds and will be given unlimited sight and knowing if you ask for it. This vision may come in a sleep-time dream or throughout a body journeying. It will give you an insight and that you will need to know at this time. Unlimited vision allows any seeker to pierce the veil of unconsciousness and come into inner knowing. In all cases, this card marks a time of seeing truth on all levels of creation. You are now being given the ability to go beyond the accepted reality. The cocoon is open. Trust yourself, your allies, and your medicine. You may now take flight. So that's a good card for me. And the fourth card is the lesson needed to acknowledge personal gifts and talents. The fourth card is the North card. It represents the lesson that will assist you in acknowledging your personal talents or gifts. If you're taking your gifts or talents, abilities, and material possessions for granted, you may be limiting the future gifts from the field of plenty because you shun the beauty of the ones you have. And this is North Shield, Wisdom and Gratitude. 11. Excuse me. So, North Shield, sacred place of the elders. In gratitude I sing your praise. Sacred buffalo, white as driven snow, hold my heart until the end of my days. As I was entering the silence one winter's eve many years ago, I was taken into the dream time and whisked away to an ancient forest filled with newborn snow. The bare trunks of the birch and aspen were stark against the emerald green of the peace trees and pines. Giant flakes of crystalline snow were falling all around me, and I came to the edge of the forest. Below me was a vast meadow, deeply drifted in blue-white powder, where not one blade of grass could peek above the blanket of snow. Far across the meadow, in front of another stand of trees, was a sacred spirit buffalo, asking me to come nearer. I walked down the hill into the meadow with the fringe of my buckskin dress, leaving soft impressions in Mother Earth's new cloak of white. The only sound was the gentle crunch of my moccasins against the tiny ice creatures that made the threads of the snow robe. The application of the North Shield. Some type of wisdom is coming your way. If you have chosen the North card, you are now being asked to show gratitude for these new understandings in order to continue your growth process. Wisdom is one way in which you can experience the natural order of the universe and how it applies to your life. Wisdom is an inner knowing that cannot be traded, sold, or stolen from you. The North Shield tells you that you have learned a lesson and derived from it a sense of self that will serve you the rest of your life. The successful completion of this lesson should be marked by prayers of thanksgiving or acknowledged in gratitude. In doing so, you will have completed the circle of the sacred hoop and honored the source of that truth. Remember that the gift of wisdom is in the heart of the recipient and remains alive as long as it is honored as a blessing. And I do. And I know it is a blessing. So, the fifth card is a Sacred Mountain card. This is the lesson needed to find personal freedom. The fifth card, the Sacred Mountain card, represents the lesson needed to find personal freedom. In letting go of the limitation you may have placed in your own path, the choices are now clear. The place of inner knowing and balance high atop the sacred mountain is now accessible because you have confronted your fear and self-limitation. Now it is time to bask in the beauty of unlimited view. And the card I drew for that is Moon Lodge. Retreat. Number 17. Excuse me. Moon Lodge, place of receiving, time of going within, observance of body cycles, renewing life again. Retreating in the silence, sacred Black Lodge of the West, woman, child, and grandmother, Earth Mother gives you rest. The Moon Lodge is the place of woman, where women gather during their menstrual time to be at one with each other and the changes occurring in their bodies. Long ago, during this special time of moon cycles, women were removed from the duties of family and allowed to retreat to the Moon Lodge to enjoy the company of their sisters. Traditionally, the moon time is the sacred time of women when she is honored as a mother of the creative force. During this time, she is allowed to release the old energy her body has carried and prepared for reconnection to the Earth Mother's fertility, and she will carry in the next moon or month. The ancestors understood the importance of allowing each woman to have her sacred space during this time of recognition because women were the carriers of abundance and fertility. Women were the mothers who would increase the tribe by bearing children, bring fertility to the crops through their connection to Earth Mother, and hold the dreams of the nation in their wombs until those dreams became reality. During their moon time, they were barren and could not conceive, so it was their time of rest. Nobody would stop a woman from the necessary retreat during the moon time. To do so would be a dangerous move on the part of any tribal member. To insist that a woman carry on with family duties or chores would break the recognition period of the woman for the woman involved. This could inflict the wrath of Mother Earth. Thus, if any woman was denied her right to reconnect with Grandmother Moon and or Mother Earth, fertility and abundance could not be assured for the tribe or nation. The application of the Moon Lodge card speaks of retreat. Take a break. Your influence cannot be felt at this time because you are in need of replenishing your own energy. This is a barren time in sense because you needed to be alone and honor yourself for a change. Retreat is not an act of weakness, it is an act of strength. Without retreat, the future cannot take hold in the present. Make note that you are preparing for this time of fertile action by taking a rest now. Being alone at this time will allow you to do things that give you joy without interference. Remember that miracles can happen when you repose and allow yourself to come to your new starting place in a gentle way. So that's a good reminder for me. I have been taking a little break, which is a good thing for me. I was feeling depleted, and I just actually finished my moon cycle, so I did need a break. That's one of the reasons why I really didn't mind homelessness so much, because I enjoy being out in nature more than I like being in a house full of hatred and anger and lack of balance. So I'm grateful to be able to connect with Mother Earth and retreat and get centered within myself. And my blessing is this feeling centered in my heart. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I'm able to do these videos. And I'm grateful for all of you, and I hope that all of you have a wonderful day and get something out of that reading, as I have, because these cards have been helpful and the teachings have been helpful for me, and that's why I'm sharing them. It's part of my recovery journey. So I hope that all of you walk on the sacred path and find a lot of joy the way that I have, an abundance of love and kindness, and a sense of knowing that everything will be okay, no matter what's going on in your life. With that, I'm going to go ahead and close, and I hope that you have a nice day and enjoy the bliss that is there for you if you want to receive it. Peace. Mother Lover out.